Hi, I'm Heather from Goin Batty, and today I'm going to be making a very special bread recipe. So this recipe came from my friend Krista over at the Big Family Homestead. I am so excited for them because they have put out their first cookbook and I have one of them. So I'm going to be making her artisan bread recipe. Now, if you guys want, we will put a link below to their cookbook because they have some amazing recipes in that you guys need to try. So, so this is the artisan bread recipe. This is the only bread that we ever make. It's the one that my family loves the most, and I don't make any other bread. So we're gonna do 8 cups of flour in here. So this is a 2-cup cup, so 2. And then now we are going to put in our yeast. 2 tablespoons of that. And our salt. Okay. And then in goes our water. 4 cups of water. And then we're going to mix this by hand. Alright, so when I find it gets too hard to mix with a spoon, I will just put my hands in it and mix it the rest of the way with my hands. And you just want to get all that flour mixed in there. And I'm just trying to get all that flour just kind of mixed in. It doesn't have to be smooth. It doesn't have to be, you know, looking perfect. All you want is to mix all the flour and the yeast and the salt into it. And it's going to be slightly tacky. But again, if you want the full recipe of this, go to the Big Family Homestead, order their cookbook. They have some amazing recipes in there. Alright, so I'm just going to leave this in the bowl and I'm going to cover it with some plastic wrap. And we're going to let it raise for 2 hours. Our bread is done raising right now, so that's what it looks like if you can see. It is, like I said, it's kind of soft, so what we're going to do is we're going to take some of this flour, we're going to kind of sprinkle it over the top, kind of loosen everything up, and then we are going to shape our bread into loaves. And this bread is, like I said, it's super easy to make. It's super easy to do. Just add a little more flour where it's sticky so that way you can pinch it off and shape it into loaves. And I usually can get about 3 to 4 loaves out of this. Alright, so I've got these formed and I am going to let them raise for about 30 minutes. You're going to want to set your oven to 450 degrees and on your bottom rack, pull that out, and I have a pan of water here. Now, if you're using a glass pan and your water evaporates, don't mess with it. Don't put any more water in it. I've done that and I've shattered the glass pan, but this is full and we're going to put it down here. And it's going to help create that crust that we want on our bread. And so we're going to just let that oven preheat while our bread is raising again for another 30 minutes. All right, so our bread has risen, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a very sharp knife and I'm going to put some slits in this bread so when it bakes, it doesn't want to explode everywhere or kind of blow out of its shape. So we're just going to put some slits on there. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to put an egg wash on this. And so an egg wash right here, this is 1 egg and about a tablespoon of water. So we're going to coat that. That's going to give you that really pretty like brown sheen on your bread. So I'm going to go ahead and coat this with the egg. Now this step is totally optional, but we like sesame seeds on our bread, so we're going to go ahead and sprinkle the top with sesame seeds. All right, and these are now ready to go into our 450-degree preheated oven. So this is going in with our oven, into our oven that has our pan of water in it, and we're going to let this bake for about 30 to 40 minutes. So that'll give it enough time to get that nice crusty crust on the outside. But check it at about 30. You may need to go 40 to 45 minutes, just depending on your oven. Oh, look at that. That looks good. All right, so it's nice and brown, crusty on the top. The way to tell if it's done is you're gonna take a pot holder. Do not grab this with your hand. You're gonna flip it over. And if it sounds hollow and it's done on the bottom, those are done. So we're gonna put them on our cooling rack. Hot! That's hot. That was hot.
Careful, Mama, it's hot.
That was hot. All right, so there it is. That is the artisan bread from Big Family Homestead. Make sure you check out their channel. Make sure you get their cookbook because it is fantastic. Remember to like and subscribe and more updates as we go. Bye.